Hello, everybody. Patty and Dave, Alicia, Kiri, the gang's all here, right? You guys are so great. Good evening. I have a fan going in here. Is it too loud? Is there too much of a hum? Is it really weird? Because I had to close my doors and it gets really stuffy in here. So let me know. It's a mod room. Yes, it is. It's pretty quiet. Okay, good. My friends are still here. They've been here since Thursday afternoon, um, and we've been working hard every day, building my greenhouse. And so we'll see. I don't know. It just rained, so I don't know if you can't hear the fan. Okay, good. Hi, Donna. How are you? So they graciously gave me the most of the day to be able to work on my work stuff, and they've been out there doing like all the little finishing touches and stuff, but it's almost done. I'm so excited, you guys. It's so cute. Can't wait to get things in there. So thank you, Alicia. I will. I am, you guys. It's, oh my goodness. So um let's just say this is my garden. Okay, the garden area. This is my house, and the gate is here in the arbor and everything, and my beds. I have it in the corner here. So the fence will go here, and the fence goes here. So it's in this corner with the door opening up into the garden. So I can go through the garden to my greenhouse, do my thing. Eventually, I'm going to extend my garden out that way, but for right now, it's right there. So yes, and so it is so cute. And you know what? It blends right in with the phone building behind it. And it's like camouflage. Almost. I mean, it's like it's so I mean, it just blends in so anybody driving by would not even really notice that there's a greenhouse there, which is kind of nice. So yes. Oh, it is so fun. It is so fun. We got the shelves in, and it's got great big eye screws for hanging plants and everything. So it's got a top shelf row on two sides. I think all the shelving is on two sides, and then the door is on one, and then the other one is kind of open because um, it has a roof panel that opens up automatically. You know, with the little temperature indicator type of thing, so it can vent. So I did film some of it. So on Saturday, I think it was. I didn't get to get out there and film today, but hey, Nightcrawler, good evening. Joy, hello. You just- I've had it for a year. Oh, you guys. Okay, so I got it last October, and winter kind of happened right away. So there was no time or opportunity to be able to build it right when I got it. And I got it because it was like end of the year. I knew prices were going to be going up, and yes, they have jacked up about $600 on that thing. So I'm glad I got it when I did. Um, they're now more expensive than a freeze dryer. So anyway, I got it, and I stored both. There's 450 pounds of lumber, and it comes in two big boxes, and so I stored them all in my shed. Just laid them flat, stored them all in there. Well, I went through the winter. It's a cold winter, long winter. Went through the summer. We had some 100-degree days and everything. There were a lot of boards that warped, even though they were in the box with weights, weighted down. They were laid out flat and everything else. They warped sideways as well as up and down. And I'm like, so we've had to do some finagling with it and just kind of, screwing in one end and then just kind of like stretching and screwing that in. So does a cold frame mean a metal greenhouse? The cold frame is a totally different animal all of its own. Cold frame generally is like a box with like a glass window on it almost, and then you can just lift up that window. You plant stuff under there and then close the window again, and it's usually surround it with like hay bales or something to keep the sides insulated, and so then the sun can just beat in on the window, and then you can grow stuff below zero, and different things, or not below zero, below freezing. I don't know if it will go down to zero or not. I've never tried one, but that's generally what it is. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Like kind of a short raised bed with a lid. Um, hey, Bex, how are you? You're fashionably late. That's cute. Um, Thank you. So anyway, it's very, very cute. We've had to work with the weather. Finally, after 2 months of drought, it decided to rain this weekend. Um, not here, not stormy, pouring type of thing, but enough to make things wet. And we had to wait because you have to caulk stuff and seal it up, and so, and then cover up all the wood with tarps, and then run in and out with all of our tools and different things. So anyway, it's it's been kind of exciting. But Saturday, I was just like storms. There were like 5 major cells, huge areas of storms that were all around me, and they kept rotating, and we were like right in the middle, and I kind of with not getting anything for probably like 8 hours, and we were supposed to have all kinds of storms. So yes, mini hands, absolutely. This is not a job that only one person can do, most definitely. And even 2 people, it's really hard because you have to build the walls separately. And then when you're going to put up the walls, connecting them and different things. And so it was really exciting. The kit was pretty cool. You'll be happy. It was made in Canada, Alicia. Um, so a Godwin, yes, absolutely. Last 2 days got over 2 inches of rain. Wow, gotten more rain than I have, Kiri. So, but those temperatures, not good. Anyway, yeah. So I've been cooking a lot. I'm not used to cooking for more than just one person, but anyway, it's been really good, and they've been amazing, and just so generous, so incredibly generous, and it's just very, very cool. So I'm open for mud wrestling. Oh, you have to wrestle your goats or something, right? Oh my goodness. So we'll see how time goes on this. I may end up cutting out a little early just because I think they're about to come in. It looks like they might be wrapping up. So it's just out that way. So I can see my greenhouse right from my chair here. I look out and I can see my arbor for the gate. And then between the windows, the window frame and the arbor, I see my greenhouse right there. It's so fun. It's so great. What else were you guys saying? Oh, I don't know. But how are you guys? How are you doing this week? What has been going on in your neck of the woods? Took out all the. Oh, okay, good. Straight into fall. Wow. Oh, how nice. How nice. Thank you, Joy. Appreciate it. Um, I love that kind of time, Alicia. It's so amazing. So yeah, so right before this, I got dinner already. I made cracked chicken in the crock pot, and got that all ready. We're just gonna have salad and stuff. It was kind of fun. We had, what was it, Saturday? I think Saturday evening dinner. We had hamburgers and then a whole bunch of veggies, and it was just like almost everything else was from the garden. So green beans, the pickled banana peppers, the onions, the just all the onions and stuff, and lettuce and carrots and just all kinds of things. It was just all from the garden, and that was so fun because they are good gardeners, and preservers too. So they totally appreciated that. So, oh, let's put up a Christmas tree in the greenhouse. That's a great idea, Kiri. Oh my goodness. Um, so we're trying to figure out, Dave, maybe you would have an idea. The little window that opens up for the, temperature regulator type of thing, the venting window. It doesn't have a screen on it or anything. We're trying to figure out how to put a screen over it because it's got an arm mechanism that comes down. So we're trying to figure out how to put that around there and to keep the wasps out and stuff like that, and birds and everything else. We don't want to keep all this stuff out. So, oh, Donna, you had, oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Sorry, Donna. uh, oh, Dave, I'm so sorry. I will keep you in my prayers. It's probably the stress from not only work, but, Monique being sick and going through that. That's stressful. That's hard. And I will be praying for you. Should do that with your little greenhouse. That would be fun. Even some little lights in there or something. I wouldn't do lights for myself in the summer or now because it'll attract all the moths and June bugs and every other critter at night. But you're not old and worn. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's fun getting old. All this stuff. So, anyway, so been get there we go. I can see a little better now. Um, we've been talking about the vitamins and talk about vitamin K tonight, but I wanted to give you just a quick little garden tip. Just so like during gardening season, try to spend, so most of the summer, if you can, try to spend even just half an hour to an hour a day in your garden. Just a little bit of weeding, pruning, harvesting, drooling, whatever you can do. Just just a little bit over and over again, rather than, oh man, I have to go and spend 8 hours a day out there or something. But just a little bit every day makes a huge difference, and it's not overwhelming. You call it your walkabout. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, and it's just seeing where things are, how it's going. Even if you just pull a chair out there and just kind of look at everything, and um, but that way you kind of know where things are. It's not overwhelming. You don't get to a Saturday and just spend all day weeding or something, because that's where it gets really heavy and hard, is when you have to do these massive weeding times and stuff like that. So yeah, it does, absolutely. Your kale seeds are having a rough time sprouting. Oh, oh my goodness. 15 minutes a day eating tomatoes off the vine. There you go. 15 minutes checking everything out. 15 minutes eating. That sounds really good. I just went up for the cracked chicken. It needed green onions. And I just went out to my garden, pulled some up, and they just went right from the ground into the pot. So it was just like, I love it. That's so fun. It was so fun. Um, so anyway, that is my tip, so things don't get out of hand. I All the information I'm going to pass on to you tonight. I put the links below as usual, and there's a lot of veggies that you can eat to get some good vitamin K. But it's like, you're probably like me, it's just like, what in the world is vitamin K? I don't know what vitamin K is, and it's like, I know it's there. I know it's probably something we need to eat and have, but it's like, what does it do? What is it for? All that kind of stuff. Did we lose Patty? She hasn't been on here, so um, you haven't dug up rocks, pulled weed. Oh, Well, you had a nice day off then, Kiri, huh? So, vitamin K is a nutrient essential to the human body. Its most important function is as a blood coagulant. So, I don't think they didn't say anything about potassium. So I'm not sure. I think that's something on its own. So it's a blood coagulant. Depending upon your own personal health, you may need to either seek out or get more or limit your consumption of foods rich in vitamin K, depending on you know, the way your body bleeds. If you're on a blood thinner, or if you're, different things like that, you have to just kind of watch what you would eat and balance it out that way. Um, so it said it's important to learn which vegetables are high in vitamin K, and so that it's like, okay, well, I love kale. Let's just say I love kale. I have a whole bunch of it every day. Well, it's super high in vitamin K for kale. Hey, hey. So anyway, that might be something that, you're getting too much, and it's you know it's a coagulant, so it's making your blood thicker and stuff. So, yep, right. I knew where you were going with that, Dave. Yeah. So, oh, Joy, that's good. So, vitamin K is a fat soluble nutrient that promotes healthy bones and helps, again, blood coagulate. In fact, the K comes from coagulation, beginning with a K, and that's the way it's spelled in German, I guess. The German word for coagulation, we start with a C. So, there are bacteria in the human intestines that produce vitamin K naturally, and the body's liver and fat can store it. So if your liver is working properly, it will store it well. So if your fat's working properly, it'll store that too. So, but because of this, it's not common to have too little vitamin K because it gets stored. So vitamin K is a fat-soluble vitamin. Again, it comes in two forms. The main type is called, I know I'm gonna butcher these, um, phylloquinone, phylloquinone, something like that, or quinone. It's found in green leafy vegetables like collard greens, kale, and spinach. The other type, menaquinones, sounds more Spanish, are found in some animal foods and fermented foods. Menaquinones can also be produced by bacteria in the human body. So I bet you did, Dave. You had it. That's two times now in the last week or two. Woohoo! Yeah, say that fast 3 times. Menaquinones, menaquinones, menaquinones. That's kind of a fun word, isn't it? Name your dog that. Menaquinones. Okay, so oh, hey, Matt and Sarah, hello. How are you doing? Oh, you guys have been over the top busy. I know. Um, so, hey to the family too. I hope I can end up seeing you guys sometime. Um, yeah, if I have time at the end, I will try to do a little walk out to the garden with you guys and see, you know, check out the greenhouse. So we'll see here. Um, okay, so vitamin K helps to make various proteins that are needed for blood clotting and the building of bones. So if you have, I know one of the deficiencies can be osteoporosis. So if you get a little bit more vitamin K, that really helps with that. Um, Prothrombin is a vitamin K dependent protein directly involved with blood clotting. Osteocalcin is another protein that requires vitamin K to produce healthy bone tissue. So if you have, um, really a lot of bone problems, whether brittle bone or some people's bones are not dense at all, and they're too porous, which will help them to break more easily too. So there's some of these things that you can just do naturally rather than getting all kinds of pills to help you out. Um, Vitamin K is found throughout the body, again, including the liver, brain, heart, pancreas, and bone. It is broken down very quickly and excreted in the urine or stool. Sorry if you're eating. Because of this, it rarely reaches toxic levels in the body, even with high intakes, as may sometimes occur with other fat soluble vitamins. That being said, it's recommended that women get an average of 90 micrograms of vitamin K per day, and that men get 120 micrograms. So if you take a multivitamin or something, you might want to check to see what those levels are. Potato leek soup. Ooh, all from the garden, I bet. With your own chicken stock and everything. Oh my goodness, you guys. Yes, yummy. Yeah, what's for dinner? We're all going over to Matt and Sarah's house. Um, so, so if you feel you're deficient or whatever, if you want to keep up your levels of vitamin K and really get a good store going, these are the foods that you can grow that will, and a lot of these cross with other vitamins too. So it's not like, oh, I can only grow one thing for this particular vitamin or one thing. It's like, oh, maybe this one will cover 4 or 5 vitamins. So anyway, vitamin K, kale, you just remember that one. Mustard greens, Swiss chard, collard greens, turnip greens. Again, there's a theme going here. You get deep green, leafy greens, okay? Lettuce, natto, spinach, and they said raw spinach is the one that's high in vitamin K, not cooking it down. So getting the salad, raw spinach, cooked broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, pumpkins, asparagus, green beans, green peas. So those are the things that you can grow. So then it is, yeah, all those brassicas. Go figure. And you know what? It's so wonderful that the brassicas do well in the fall into the winter for producing well for us to go into a winter of more deficient foods and atmosphere and different things like that, because it's winter, there's little sunlight, we're just kind of closed in, that we don't have access to just fresh stuff out of the garden or anything. So those kind of things, even things that can store a little well, store better. So you have a frost warning? Oh, should you bring you a strawberry plant, or would zipping your greenhouse closed be okay? Depends on how cold it's going to get. I mean, they should be okay if you just close up your greenhouse, but if it's really humid in there, it could get, I don't know. What do you think, Dave? It should still stay about 5 degrees warmer in the greenhouse, maybe, for a frost. So you can get spring and fall crops of them. Nice. Oh, that's good, Joy. So it's also found in beef liver, pork chops, chicken, goose liver pate, or a paste, whatever, goose liver, um, prunes, and kiwi. Kiwi has come up with a few other things that it's very rich in other vitamins. And that's really interesting. I think it was some of the B vitamins. And I was like, I like kiwi. I just don't buy it very often. But that's really interesting. So, cute small greenhouse suggestions. How big are you thinking, Bex? Um, Vitamin K is also found in soybean oil, hard and soft cheeses, and pine nuts. So those are two. So Yes. So again, if you're taking blood thinners, extra vitamin K is probably not a good idea because it'll start you'll clot up your blood more and stuff like that. Um, just maybe kind of avoid those, but talk to your doctor first about that. Um, so deficiency in adults is rare, but it may occur in people taking medications that block vitamin K metabolism, such as antibiotics. So if you've been on a round of antibiotics, taking some extra vitamins afterwards, or even during that time, would be really good. Um, or people with conditions that cause malabsorption of food and nutrients. A deficiency is also possible in newborn infants, and that's really where the highest is in newborn infants, because vitamin K does not cross the placenta, which is interesting, and breast milk contains a low amount. The limited amount of blood clotting proteins at birth increases the risk of bleeding in infants if they are not given vitamin K supplements. The following are the most common signs of a deficiency. Maybe a 6 by 8. Mine is a 6 by 8. I surely, I'll try to get through this quick. Do you guys want to see it tonight? It's, well, it's looking almost completely done. They get, that's what I thought, Carrie. They get vitamin K. So, yeah, Bex, mine, I got it at Costco, but it was at Home Depot. Carries the same one right now. Trying to say, you guys, it's like yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'll try to get through this real quick. So some of the deficiencies is that symptoms would be that you're low in vitamin K would be bleeding, hemorrhaging, osteoporosis. So if you have a grandma or a mom or something, or yourself that you deal with osteoporosis, vitamin K, extra vitamin K would be really helpful. Um, let me see. You have more chance of developing some deficiencies if you, of course, have a lack of that in your diet. You just don't eat any greens at all. A low fat diet, which is really interesting because it's a fat soluble vitamin. So if you're not getting enough fat, you're not getting, you said olive oil, and different things like that. If you're not getting enough of that in your diet, you can be deficient in it. So, certain drugs such as anti-seizure drugs and some, again, antibiotics. If you're one who takes mineral oil, an overconsumption of that can reduce your vitamin K. So, um, what are some signs? Easy bruising, excessive bleeding. Um, there's also a risk to your gastrointestinal tract. Um, there's a risk to your skeletal health, a risk to cardiac health if you're deficient. Bleeding gums and teeth. And anyway, kind of that way. So again, because vitamin K is fat soluble, when you eat those foods, try to eat them with some fat. So like avocado oil on your salad. Again, maybe uh, olive oil on your salad or cooking with it or something like that. But just make sure you have some good oils for that. Let me see. How do they treat for a deficiency? Sometimes they need to use fresh frozen plasma, administer that if it's really serious, just through an IV right into the muscle. Um, you can take vitamin K pills if you want, but most of the people just want to, increase their dark green veggies and stuff like that. So again, spinach, parsley, broccoli, kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, salad greens, those are the best sources. So the rando bruises, oh, It's a pop-up greenhouse. It was an party and no idea where it came from. It's a mystery. Cheese, yes. So yeah, just eating a balanced diet. Raw cheese, yogurt are also good options too. So anyway, yeah, those really, really help. So you guys ready to take a walk? And then I think I will probably cut it short. Maybe spend 10 minutes out there or something like that. And Caitlin, but this is um, lemon collagen with water and then beet juice. I'm drinking some beet juice, guys. And it's actually pretty good. So, alrighty. Let me unplug you here. I just hope I won't trip along the way or something. So let's go out. See it's fun. It really is. So, boom. Take a hike. Close up here. So I hope you don't get all dizzy. And I'll go out the front door. It's a little bit dicey getting out the back door. Oops. Yeah, it's in there. Oops. That's okay. So anyway, look at my flowers, guys. Aren't those pretty? It's in the pantry cupboard on the wall. So there you go. I'll give you a little B-roll as I'm walking out here. See, pretty beautiful night. Look at all the leaves down already. Okay. The link is too long to post it. Oh, you just had an ad? Oh, yeah, I forgot to warn you guys. Oh, isn't that pretty? The sun. My shade. Okay. I have my computer glasses on, so I'm not going to be able to see where I'm walking. Okay. So here's my garden. So Alicia, you said you wanted to see my garden. Some things are pulled, some things aren't. And there's my greenhouse. My friends wanted to see the greenhouse, so isn't that cute? They've done such a fantastic job. No, Donna's some friends that are visiting to help. They've actually put together most of it. But so here it is. It's 6 by 8. It's okay if I show in here? Okay. They're cleaning up. So I've got little shelves along here. There. Like, who's at the neighbors? So oh, someone else is looking. They was like, I want a greenhouse. I love about 6 by 8. And it's like, hey, this one is. So thank you guys so much. So anyway, see if I can give you a better view of this here, of kind of what we did. Let me see. Okay. So there's my house and my garden, and you can see the greenhouse right off the edge of the garden there. So I can just walk right on through to to the door there. I don't know am I moving too much? Is it too blurry for you guys? Yeah, probably am about a month ahead. Things are getting crazy here, so. But look at, he's putting a border around the bottom and everything. It's got this vent in the back, and this is cedar and poly panels. So, and that side of the roof has the little vent window that opens up. So, all right, we're gonna go back inside. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
But it's a nice evening here. They've put in a long day. They've been working at this since 10 o'clock this morning straight. No break. I'll be off in a little bit, Lori, and dinner's ready. All right. Yeah, back in here. I can read your comments. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Donna. Thanks, Dave. I know it's good video. Motion. Oh, I know, Joy. I hope so. It is in there solid. It is really solid. So it's dark there already. Oh yeah, you're quite a bit ahead of me there. So yes, cedar. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's really amazing. They said we want to be able to help you out. Do this. We'll come down and do it. So yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days already so far. So I think we'll probably work through tomorrow. And they're not neighbors, they're from 2 hours away. So there's friends I've had for about 30 years. And so, yeah, it's great. But we've been working hard. Our bodies are just like, I mean, none of us are spring chickens. It's like, oh my goodness. It's definitely a lot of work. And so we've been trying to pace ourselves a bit. But anyway, so I am going to, I think, head out and help get dinner ready because they're all closing up and coming in, and Mike is standing back admiring the work, which I don't blame him. He's put a lot of work into that. So yes, absolutely. They're just amazing. So anyway, guys, yeah, I think we're going to close up, but just eat your greens. When your mama said, eat your greens, eat your vegetables, it's like, there's a reason for that, you know? So, well, thank you guys. And yeah, I did start a video on the building, and I will continue to wrap that up this week. And I'm not sure when I'm going to get it out, but you guys got a peek, a sneak peek. And we'll see what the weather's like coming up, and maybe I'll do a live from the greenhouse. That would be nice. So anyway, good night, Matt and Sarah. So you guys, y'all take care. God bless. Always have hope. And we'll see you next week. All right, good night.